All right, what's going on, Banter fam? Welcome into the Monday edition of In the Game. I am your host, Hustle, and as always, we will be diving into the crypto gaming and NFT markets today. As today, we will be going over probably the biggest gaming NFT launch in the entire month of May, and that is from the AAA space exploration and action game with mech-style combat, which is Phantom Galaxies. And as I've shown on this channel before, the gameplay is live. If you own the Halbert NFT, I believe it's only like $7 or something like that right now. You're actually able to hop in the game and actually test out the beta, which is literally, it feels AAA. It feels like this game has been in development for a long time, and the guys behind this studio have built plenty of Web 2 games in their past. And the Phantom Galaxies planets have a very unique twist to them with the actual proof of play mechanism, which will emit you more tokens the more that you actually participate in the game and actually play the game. So I'm going to go over the utility behind the planets, the supply for each, the small asteroids all the way up to the large planets, and show you what you need to do to be able to get involved, or if you want pre-sale access before the public round, I'll show you where you need to look. So without further ado, let's get in the game.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you ain't here to hustle, why is you here? But if you here to hustle, the moon is near. It's crypto Banter, not financial advice. If you don't listen, what's the cost, what's the price? This ain't a game, put you on game. I know you gon' play, but ain't a percent. If you ain't here to hustle, why is you here? But if you here to hustle, the moon is near. It's crypto Banter, not financial advice. If you don't listen, what's the cost, what's the price? This ain't a game, put you on game. I know you gon' play, but ain't a play. If you get lost, show you the way.
All right, and let's get right into it. And just a reminder that we are sponsored, our official sponsors here on the In the Game show, the best gaming launchpad in all of the blockchain in Seedify. Right now, their launches aren't really too active given this market, but they do have a few launches around the corner. So Seedify is one of our top sponsors here, the leading launchpad in the gaming space, as well as Unix, one of the top GameFi ecosystems in all of crypto gaming. So let's go ahead and dive into Phantom Galaxies, guys. And as mentioned, I've shown gameplay here on this channel plenty of times. And it really does feel like a AAA game. And I have a lot of fun when I actually hop in here and the different levels of combat between actually being able to control ships, control the mech, and be able to shoot down other starfighters. There's a lot of an immersive experience here in this open world space game. And their Planet Sale, as mentioned, is about to go live later this week. So whenever we take a look at the utility and the details behind these planets, I think it's one of the more unique systems that's been implemented into blockchain gaming. And I kind of want to go through some of the key points here in this Medium article to kind of explain to you why I think that this model is actually going to potentially change the way things go. Because as mentioned, you can't just stake your planet and earn continuous token emissions over and over like some of these games have in the past. You're actually going to have to play within the ecosystem with a proof of play mechanics. Let's go ahead. Their sale is set to design and go against a lot of the grain, right? They want open access. They want people to be able to have access to the Planet Sale. So they want a fair marketplace. So there's no KYC because it's an NFT sale. And the planets will be directly tied to the eventual PG token, as the planet NFTs will have token emissions, which emit the eventual Phantom Galaxies token. And as we see here, we'll go down as they want to emphasize gameplay first. As we talk about here on the channel all the time, a lot of these games, they don't combat that mechanism. Whales are just able to buy in, stake their NFTs, or go into these play to earn economies and really just control the economy, tank some of these tokens with the whales actually dumping off their rewards. But we'll actually take a look at what they are doing to combat this, as their emission and gameplay multiplier have been carefully designed, and the emissions can be achieved through a couple of different mechanisms. We see here from the level of engagement. So the more visitors you have over to your planet, you can actually earn more token emissions. The development of your planet. So if you're actually utilizing and constructing structures and different systems within your planet, the more that you are building, the more you will also earn. And also the holders' engagement through the entire game, which is from completing missions, which I really love because we need to get back to mechanisms that reward the people who actually spend time within these games. I mean, I preach this all the time. Exactly, Sheldon. Finally, how it should be, because they're rewarding the people who participate in the economy. So when we see here, the natural parts of the core game experience, play and earn, not play to earn. This approach is their central core value. As they say, IDO tokens typically attract investors who are looking to just do that, invest, and not actually be players first. So as Phantom Galaxy says, first and foremost, they're a game, and I completely agree. When you take a look at the gameplay, the world, the graphics, the actual fun aspect of the game, you are hopping on this game right here to actually have an experience. It's not a stake and earn, which I think this is where things are going with the Shrapnels, Big Time, Phantom Galaxies, Heroes of Mavia, etc. So when you take a look at those types of games, putting gameplay pillars first, I'm very bullish on that mechanic, and these guys will be rewarded from their robust experience within the Phantom Galaxies universe, as they call it, the thrilling, fast-paced mech combat narrative with captivating characters and a rich galaxy worth exploring. So the utility of the planets should not be overlooked, and we'll kind of go over the timeline here. So if you are looking towards the timeline of these sales and when the token launches, etc., we have the public sale going live later this week, and we'll go over the different pre-sales. There's a Presale A, Presale B, and the public sale. So, and then in June, they will have an in-game event, which I believe will revolve around the planets. And then in July, there will be the token generation event where you're actually able to stake your planet and get those token emissions. So let's go down and let's actually take a look at the different rounds and allocations. So as we see here, there's, I think, 6 different levels of planets, 5 different levels of planets. We have the small asteroids, the large asteroids, the small planet, medium planet, and large planets. So when you take a look at the total supply, there will be 70,000 small asteroids, 30,000 large asteroids, 8,000 small planets, 1,500 medium planets, and only 165 large planets. So those will be super sought after. And that's definitely indicative of the price. So as we see here, the small asteroids are only going to be about $350 to pick up the lowest, the small asteroids, about $800 for the large asteroid, $2,000, or really $3,000 for a small planet, $16,000 for a medium planet. And then the large planets, the ones that only have 165 in the entire universe, that will be $150,000. So if you're going after those, you better have your wallets loaded. But I'll definitely be looking to get in on some small planets, maybe a medium planet if I'm really wanting to go with a larger asset. But I would say a small planet is where I'm aiming to go here. And it also shows you the minimum token emissions per planet. So as we see here, a small asteroid will at least get 152 tokens. The large asteroids will at least get 355. The small planets will get about 1,200 tokens. The medium planets with about 7,000. And then the large planets will get allocated 65,000 tokens. And it has kind of like the different breakdown of cost per token emission. And it really it's the same exact cost across all bases. It's $2.32 cost per token per planet. So that's very good, honestly, as far as the allocation. Right? It's equal across the board. They're not getting more bang for their buck as far as token emissions go with that $150,000. They kept that across the board. So that's right here. I know it's very small on the screen, but the cost per token is the same across the board, which I absolutely love. And then the token distribution. I'll kind of go through this. So the token distribution will be 30% through the planet emissions. So 30% of the tokens will go to the planet holders, which I think is brilliant. Listings and liquidity pools will only get 10%. Story and quest emissions will get 13.5% of the token supply, which means that leaves about 42.5% for strictly planets and missions. So almost half the supply is going right to rewarding the players for holding within the ecosystem. The rogue planets will have about 2.5%. The team gets about 15%. And then the reserves will be about 30% of the total token supply. And you can kind of see the layout If you own Halbert and you're participating in these different episodes, episode 1 and 2 and 3 are all live to play right now if you own the Halbert NFT. And as mentioned, the Halbert NFT right now is about $7, I believe, to be able to download the game and hop in. You have to own that NFT, and it's only $7. So if this game looks fun to you and it's something you want to actually hop in, and here's like a little bit of the dialogue in between. There's a lot of the space gameplay, but there's a lot of gameplay like this as well, where you're going in a meeting and having dialogue with different characters. So we'll kind of go back here and I'll show you what you need to do if you want to get in on the pre-sale for the planets coming up later this week. So as you see here, they have pre-sale ticket A and pre-sale ticket B, and it shows here on their Twitter. They have it laid out. Ticket A will be able to mint their planets. They will be able to mint their planets on the 25th at 12 a.m. UTC. Ticket B will be able to actually mint their planets on the 26th at 12 a.m. UTC. And then the public planet sale will be on the 27th at 12 a.m. UTC. So one day at a time, these planets will go live from ticket A, B, and to the public sale. So you might be wondering, how do you get your hands on those tickets? Well, let's go ahead and load up this page, as OpenSea has been giving me tons of issues today. But we'll get it loaded and we'll show you. So the Phantom Galaxies Planet Genesis series, this is where you would go if you want to pick up a pre-sale ticket. So you can see the pre-sale ticket A, and we'll click on it just to start. And I believe it's a little under 0.01, or I believe it's like 0.045 ETH, if I'm not mistaken. And it's still giving me so many issues. OpenSea is rugging. As we see here, yeah, it's 0.04 Ethereum. At the current price, I believe, that's about $100 to be able to get it on pre-sale ticket A, and then 0.008 for the pre-sale B ticket. So honestly, if you want to get in on the sale, it's a pretty good time to be able to pick up these tickets. As you see, OpenSea is rugging. You also need to hold tokens next to the ticket. No, the token's not live. The token is not live. The PG token goes live later in the year. As we see here, I'll show you the chart once again on the timeline. So the timeline for the sale, guys, the public sale for the planets goes live in the next couple of days. So the planets will have their sale over the next 4 days. So up until the 27th, the sale will be going on. That's when the public sale is. So pre-sale A will be the 25th and pre-sale B will be the 26th. And then the token generation event won't be until July. So you actually don't have to, you don't have to hold any tokens, Phantom Galaxy, to be able to mint the NFTs. So if you hold one of those pre-sale A or B tickets, you'll be able to have that early access and actually have early mint capabilities to be able to lock in your spot. Because, honestly, with the prices, you want to make sure that you get in on these. You want to make sure that the ones you want sell out. And even if you're going for a small asteroid for $354, you know that a lot of people are going to try to scoop that one because it's the cheapest. Not everyone's going to want to throw out $16,000 for a medium-sized planet. And I'll agree, that's pretty steep, especially given the market conditions. So if you want to lock in your spot and actually assure yourself that you're going to get one of these planets, I would definitely take a look at the pre-sale tickets, as I'm going to pick up a pre-sale ticket. That way I assure my mint, because I want to participate here. Phantom Galaxies is one of the top games across all of the blockchain, and the gameplay, speaks for itself. It's one of the most developed AAA feeling games, and it's live right now. OpenSea is just completely rugging today. So we'll go ahead and get close to wrapping it up, guys. But we'll go back to the diagram. So the ticket A's, they will mint at 12 a.m. UTC on the 25th. 12 a.m. UTC on the 26th will be the ticket B. And the public sale goes live at 12 a.m. UTC on the 27th. And the best part about this, guys, is the utility behind these planets. It's going back to traditional gaming. It will be rewarding players for spending time within the ecosystem. And this is the model that I preach here every single day. And this is why I'm so bullish on Phantom Galaxies, why I want to get in on the planet sale, because they are doing it right. It's not going to allow a whale to just come in here, buy a massive planet, and just control the token supply just by staking their planet. They're going to actually have to have people visiting their planet, which, why would people visit your planet? Because you built something super cool. It also incentivizes you for being a builder, building up structures and assets on your own planets. And then obviously it rewards more tokens for planet holders if you actually complete missions and quests. So I applaud Phantom Galaxies for going this route, because This is a much healthier route than these endless token emissions, uncapped supply, inflationary tokens that really end up dumping over time because the whales can just buy all the assets, stake and earn. It's not even play to earn at this point. I would just call it stake and earn. And this is actually play and earn. They will be rewarding the people spending the most time. So I'm looking forward to getting involved on the planet sale. As mentioned, I think I'm going to go for a couple of small planets. I'm going to go for a couple of small planets up front. I'm going to get me a pre-sale ticket A, and I'm going to make sure I have my spot to be able to mint one of those. And yeah, I agree. Shill Billy, imagine Call of Duty charging $16,000 to play. No, correct. But the one thing I can say about that is they're not token emissioning with the planet, right? So you're basically going to get a free token airdrop for holding these planets, and you're going to get continuous rewards the more that you play within the ecosystem. So I 100% agree with you. I think it is a little steep. I cannot lie. These planet prices are pretty lucrative. But at the end of the day, if the emissions are healthy and it actually rewards the ecosystem properly, I could definitely see the benefits. No, but it's a good point. You say you're just messing, but I think it's a very good point because, these planets are steep, just like the Star Atlas ships. But here's the difference. Star Atlas, we have never seen a lick of gameplay. We have only seen a cinematic trailer that was made by some Hollywood company, right? And the first form of their game is what? Stake and earn. You just stake your ships and you earn Atlas tokens. So right now, when you're looking at the comparison, at least with these prices, you are looking at a proven product, a finished product. I mean, Phantom Galaxies is playable right now, as mentioned. So super bullish on what they're doing here with the proof of play model with the Phantom Galaxies Planet Sale. So let's go ahead and get out of here, guys. If you are new to the channel, be sure to drop a subscription on the channel. We are live here on In the Game and across all 4 shows every single day here right on Crypto Banter. I am live at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Hit the like button and hit the bell notification to get notified every time we go live. I will update later this week what planets I end up going with. As mentioned, I'm targeting me some small planets. I hope to have some Banter fam as my neighbors in the universe of Phantom Galaxy potentially. We'll see how that goes. But I'm really excited to get into this and try to get my planet and be ready for whenever the token emissions start, get involved in the game and actually be able to earn properly by actually having the proof of play model. So I will be back tomorrow with another edition here of In the Game. As always, play well, my friends.